Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Meeting of the Minds happening right now on the 19th of February, 2021. We find ourselves in Olive H. Alga's room here in the House of Literature on this very Friday night. And tonight we have an interesting guest who was born in Liberia and grew up in Sierra Leone. Can we use the word grew up?
Correct.
Most of you know who he is, and most of you definitely don't, and that's okay. And that's what we're going to find out today, because this guy has an interesting story to tell, and I personally just felt like it makes so much sense to have him on the events for today's talk. By way of Liberia and Sierra Leone, now living in the city of Bergen. Will.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's a pleasure to be here, bro.
Good to have you here, man. We're going to talk about a couple of things today, and your story just super fascinating shit. And just the way to see you still here and just still kicking it. I mean, when we have these like conversations behind the scenes and your positive energy and how you still maintain your balance despite the madness in society, I just think it's admirable. It's freaking admirable for sure. So let's just start from the start, man. I think so. So there's a civil war in Liberia, right? And you were born in Liberia.
87.
At the time of the Civil War.
Yes, sir.
What happened next?
Well, as I was told, we moved to Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
We moved to Sierra Leone during the war. So luckily for me, my mama is a Sierra Leonean. So my dad is a Liberian, my mom is a Sierra Leonean. So when we got to Sierra Leone, we was welcomed by family. We had family. But then again, unfortunately for us, the war followed us, as you may already know.
Right.
So it wasn't long. We was refugee again, or displaced again in this country, in our newfound home, right?
Yeah.
So
and in your newfound home, there was actually also
yes.
a war.
A war
going
just
on
started. Yeah, immediately
Sierra
when we
Leone.
got there. Yes, it was
Oh
a
my
war.
God.
Yes. So, but I remember from this period vividly. It's a camp. We live in a camp, a refugee camp designated for Liberians, and close to the capital city, Freetown.
Okay.
Waterloo camp. That's where I remember my first school. My first, yeah.
So your memories are
Yes,
actually coming from the camp.
basically. If I'm gonna, I got bits of memories from. I want to say even the trip from Liberia. I want to even go there and say that, but I'm not gonna go there because yes, exactly my point. But I'm saying from the camp, that's where I would say my memory really. Because that's where I started going to school, my first school and everything. You know what I'm saying?
How was it like down there? What was the vibe?
Bro, it's what you see on them. It's what you saw on the TV. I don't know how to explain it to you, bro. In the sense that the camp, like the tents, bro. I lived in a tent for a lot of years with my parents. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. So it's me and my sister, my dad, and my mom, 4 of us. And during some period, like I said, it was war here, right? And my mom is a Sierra Leonean. During some period, we had it so good, as bad as we had it, that we could have some of my mom's relatives staying with us.
Wow.
So which is one of my cousins here today, Josephine, that's here with us. We live in that camp together. And she's 100% Sierra Leonean. Do you understand?
That's crazy.
So shit was so bad
that it was
that,
good. It was good enough to have someone else come in and
at least we got ration coming in. At least we got some, you know what I'm saying? It was that crazy, bro. But it's like just what you see on, bro. It's like I was one of them kids you see on TV, bro. I don't know how to say it to you. Yeah, that's literally, bro. Literally.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So you go from one country as a baby, Liberia. There's a civil war going on, and then you're displaced, and you end up in Sierra Leone, and there's another civil war going on.
Yes.
That's a traumatic experience right there that most people would not survive.
In itself,
for sure. But then again, you're here. I mean. Sorry, you're there, and your first memories are from there. So, what did you do as a child when you were there? What was it? Was it football? Was it music? Was it hip hop?
Right then and there, I would say maybe more football because I was pretty young right there. Yeah, like I would say a lot more football and just really kid shit.
Yeah, of course.
Really childish stuff, yeah. So music started when I started like school in Freetown, because eventually, like few years after that camp, we had to move to Freetown, right? Because that camp, it came like the rebels eventually came there, bro.
Okay.
The rebels eventually came there, and we had to, because when the war started in Freetown, it's not in Sierra Leone, it's not war everywhere at the same time, right? So they started from the border, like coming in, attacking here, there, some. So eventually made our way to that camp, and we had to move to the city. So we moved to the city. Man, we live in crazy conditions, bro. Like I cannot explain it, bro.
Explain it to me.
My whole life, I can say I never had a house. Like I told you, we live in a tent, right? Mm-hmm. My whole life, my whole growing up as a kid, I never had we had room. We could have, the best we could do is have a room. My whole family could have a room. That's the best we could do, yeah?
Okay.
Like, bro, room. We had a corridor. When we just moved to Freetown, we had a corridor, bro. Mm-hmm. So it was this guy they called Uncle Muda. I still remember this guy today. He's actually technically family of my mama. But bro, this is just an African spirit. I just got to tell this guy's story because he's special. He's one of them characters that stands out, right? And we got a lot of those. I got another one that I know. But these people, bro, he was fortunate enough to have he worked with the government, bro. But this guy in his house, he had a government quarter, yeah? In his house, bro, he had more than 70 people living there. And I'm saying,
70 people in his house.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. This guy feed everybody every day. Bro, we had the space we had was the corridor. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy, he giving everything to everybody. Son.
It was sharing what he had.
I'm just saying, bro, all we had was a corridor, bro. My whole family on a corridor, bro. I remember that shit, 100. Like, and it's a lot of people living in this black, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the coolest places I live, actually. I'm not playing with you, bro. That's one of the coolest places I live. Like,
I think that's one of the, because it's just funny when you just say that right now, because I think that's the thing where as Africans, or well, I can speak for myself as a West African, and maybe even you, and well, you know what, for most Africans I meet, and I feel like when we grow up where we grow up, we don't really grow up with much,
bro.
You know what I mean? We grew up with so little, you know, that you don't even have time to think about the fact that you're actually broke.
But here's the crazy thing, though. I just thinking about that just emphasize how much as nothing else we have, bro. I always have family, bro.
Yeah.
My mama, my sister, bro. You met my sister, you met my mama, bro. Bro, we like my mama and my daddy broke up when they came to Norway. Imagine that shit. Wow. Bro, we have family. I don't know how to put it to you. That's just ridiculous. I don't know where I'm going with that.
The irony. It's the irony. It's the irony. I understand. It's the irony.
Bro. So that we really had each other, bro. It was
you
sick.
Were in impoverished situation in Sierra Leone, and your family was together, and then you come to Norway, and then everything. You just.
When I tell you this is one of the best places, here's why I can tell you. I can describe another place we live. This is not the worst place I live, but let me just describe. This is a place I live actually for a lot of years in my youthful days in Freetown, right? Like, we moved less than a year before I came to Norway from this place. So I lived there maybe 4 years in this place. Bro, in Freetown, where all the rural areas, where they drive all this, the product, like mangoes and all the vegetables and fruit they're going to sell, we got a store, bro. In that store, that's where I live, bro. Me and my family. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
You lived in the store?
In the store, bro. You don't know. Like, I sleep with the mangoes and everything, bro. For more than 4 years, go to school, took that examination I told you about, passed that shit, aced that shit. I'm not playing with you, bro. 100. But the crazy thing, bro, that the shit was disgusting, the smell, bro. I'm saying bro, it could be rotten fruits even, bro.
But you know what's crazy? You know what? I think what's crazy is that when you even talk about this right now, what you're saying right now is to the ears of someone who can't really visualize.
Nah, but you cannot visualize it even.
No, wait. Let me put it to you. What I'm trying to say is, like, I just think it's interesting to see how you can speak about this with a smile on your face,
bro. But it made me who I am today, bro. I'm proud of all these things. I don't know how to explain it to you, bro. That's what I told you. We capitalize on this type of energy. It was not a joke. We capitalize on this type of energy, bro. We taking it wrong with it, bro. Do you understand? That's all we got, bro. That's all I ever had.
No, but that's the beauty of I think that's the beauty of the African man or the African person.
We take that.
And you don't even let it. Bro, you don't sit down and say, "Oh no, look at me." I'm
bro, I'm like, look at me. I'm like, I came from there, bro. You serious, bro? Look at me, bro. Are you for, bro? The things I've been through, bro. To sit here, bro. Are you serious? I feel blessed. I feel humble, though. I feel really, really blessed, bro. Like, yo,
Man,
100,
it's
100, 100,
it's a delight to watch and see your energy when you speak about such things, because I don't think people in the Western world kind of understands such things. I think they might look at this thing and say, because people here, I feel like people here complain about any any form of the slightest form of discomfort. It's always, oh my God, this is the worst thing. And then I listen to you tell this story how you grew up in a store underneath the mango trees in the middle of a war.
Not the mango tree. They bring all the mango.
They bring the mangoes to you. Sorry,
so
they bring all the mangoes.
You got the ripe ones. You got the rotten ones. The ones that almost rotten, but they still want to sell that motherfucker.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
We're gonna pardon your French for a second.
Please. But the one that's almost rotten, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to, bro. I'm just telling you, the smell in there, like, bro, like in the toilet facilities is for every. It's a marketplace. This is not just a store, It's the reason I call it a store in the Norwegian context. It's not a store. Okay, then
of course.
Let me break it down. Because it's not we call it a store because people store goods there, yes. But it's a big marketplace. It's a market. People come and buy from this store every day, 24 hours a day, or maybe not 24 hours. I mean, as long as it's daylight, people are there buying. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people using the one toilet facility, bro. The whole city. I don't know how to put it to you, bro.
Okay, so that's.
But on the flip side, please. On the flip side.
What's the flip side?
On the flip side, my best days up to now in my life was in Sierra Leone.
Wow.
I would like to elaborate on that one as well, Sam. Because
We're going to get to that point.
You're not going to get it.
We'll get it. I think we will get it in a second, because that's the reason why I think you're here today. Because it's interesting to see that after all this, being born into a war situation in Liberia, which is a war, by the way, there were 2 wars in Liberia. If I remember correctly, the first one it was from the year 1989 to 1996. The first war, and then the second one broke out from 98 to 2003, if I'm not mistaken, or 2002. But there were 2 wars in Liberia, and then at the same time, there's another war going on in Sierra Leone, which lasted from 1991 to 2002. But here you are saying your best years are actually in Freetown, even though...
I came here 2003, so I was there throughout the whole war, bro.
Are we going to talk about that? Because, so, now you're in Freetown, and now all of a sudden, you somehow end up on the United Nations...
I always been. Since I came
to Norway.
Yeah, okay.
Norway.
But you understand that I've always been.
Of course.
Since I was born, right?
Of
Under
course.
the United Nations to a certain degree.
But now we're talking about your trip to Norway, right? And then you brought here into Norway in 2003.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah.
The temperature is something else. I'm just trying to understand, what that must have felt like, for you. What did you think when you came here?
If anything, I think my brain must have stopped working for a second, bro. Because you never prepare. Like I said, I told you out backstage that we had a orientation. We had somebody from Norway come to Sierra Leone to orientate us and stuff like that. But I'm saying you can never be prepared for that, like mentally, you know what I mean? So it was crazy, bro. Like I would start with a cold, just a cold, bro, just a cold. You can never be told how cold it can get out here, bro.
Did they prep you for that mentally and said, hey, listen, guys, it's going to be freezing?
Bro, they did. But let me tell you now how I dressed. I came with a suit jacket. I don't know how to put it to your jacket, bro. A blazer, bro.
A blazer?
A blazer, bro. I came here with a blazer, bro. In December, bro.
In December, you came to Norway.
That's how much orientation I got, bro. But they even pay people to go and prep me, bro. I stay missing. I still didn't get it. I'm telling you cannot get the memo from out there, bro. You gotta be it.
It's almost an impossible memo to receive, because I remember when I came here, I took the cold for granted myself.
Oh man,
ended up falling sick for a couple of weeks.
Now, but who can really tell you that?
No, you can't. It's impossible to know.
It's like if there was no, man, it's not possible. No, you cannot make me believe that if I've never been here that I can get this cold, bro.
No, but if you come to Norway now. Now we're in Norway, okay. So, but I'm assuming that before you left Sierra Leone, you had a passion for music.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, I had my best years in Sierra Leone. That music is part of it. Definitely.
What kind of music were you listening to?
A lot of African vibe, like different kind of African music. We're not gonna break it down, but internationally, I would say reggae and hip hop.
Reggae and hip hop.
My biggest influence, yes.
Who did you listen to in hip hop? Would you listen
hip hop? Oh, bro, like everybody I could get my hands on. First of all, I just gotta say I love I love the genre. I love different type of, because hip hop is broad, right? I love people with. Oh man, I don't know.
Take your time, man. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Let me just drop names, man. From LL Cool J, from back in the days, I messed with LL Cool J because it's one of the first people my homie put me on to, I can say.
Right.
So
Right.
LL, Tupac, of course, Biggie,
of course,
man, Pawn,
Big Pun,
yes, Big L, all them dudes, bro, all them dudes.
But it's funny because the reason I'm asking this question is because you were living in crazy conditions down there, and you still in a way managed to have access to this music, which is kind of impressive,
bro.
But let me get to the point, because now you come to Norway in 2003, right? And you live here for what? 6 months.
Yes.
And then you all of a sudden had to go to school.
Yes, like videregående skole liksom.
You lived here for 6 months.
Yes, and I went during the 6 months. I managed to go to norsk. They put me in norsk opplæring.
Right.
And for some reason, people thought I could go to normal school, which I found ridiculous up to today, to be honest. So it was a joke to me, bro, to be honest.
So you probably got stereotyped, and it was like
but it was uncomfortable, bro. It was I didn't tell you out there. That's the crazy thing that actually stuck with me. Even for my sister, as much as she did it, she pulled through with it.
Your sister.
It was very uncomfortable, bro. It was the most uncomfortable thing I ever been in my whole life, to be honest.
Where
going to school,
bro.
I didn't understand anything. Everybody know I'm not understanding nothing, bro. And sometimes the teacher want to ask me stuff, bro. The teacher asked me to read in class, bro.
In Norwegian,
bro. The most
you've been here for 6 months,
bro. Like, yes.
Wow.
And I'm doing chemistry and biology with these Norwegian kids, yeah. Like, and then I'm not understanding, bro. I don't even know if he tell me "Vudan go there," man. If he say it the wrong way,
you don't even.
I'm not getting what you're saying, bro.
That's crazy. Don't laugh it off, because that's the thing, because it's so easy for us to look back on these things and then laugh at it, and which I understand. It's a funny situation. It is a funny situation, and I catch that drift totally, for sure. I get you, but it's the same. It's something we need to think about for a second, because you're a guy who just came out of Freetown, ends up in Norway. 6 months later, you find yourself in a class with Norwegian kids, and you're forced to learn in Norwegian.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm learning something I don't want to learn, actually, because I told these people, yo, man, like, they asked me, what are you into? I'm into music. Yeah, cool. So what do you want to do in school? I want to do music. Have you done music in Africa? No, I haven't done music in Africa. No.
You want to love a war?
No, I haven't. Like, so it's impossible for you to do music here since you have no background and stuff like that, right? So I was like, I took that personally, believe it or not, bro. It's like, yes. So I was like, that was bothering me already. And I'm in a class, I'm not understanding nothing, not at all. Like, and it was uncomfortable, bro. For the most part, it was uncomfortable.
How did that make you feel? Like,
that's what I cannot describe it today.
Because what were you feeling? What were you feeling?
If I think about that time, it's just, bro, it's like, I don't want nobody to ask me nothing. And people kept asking me something, actually, in this class, because they want to include me. They want to integrate me. I don't know if that was their way of including. But they never include me in free time, though. Can I be honest and say that, bro?
What do you mean in the break periods and everything?
Man, I was in Vola, bro. I don't know if these people don't know black. Yes. Okay. I don't know if it was very, like, the idea of, I know, first of all, yes, I was the first, me and my sister, the first black people in that class. These people never experienced black people that close to them. I can say that much. And they showed it, bro. They showed it in everywhere they could, bro. Can I be honest? They're not bad people. Eventually, I got it. But of course, I was not thinking like that when I didn't understand what was happening here, the dynamics. So when I didn't know, maybe they could be shy too. Maybe these people just shy or something. Maybe they're not just used to me. It could be anything. Today, I'm not judging it that hard. But when I was there, bro, it was that feeling of, like, bro, I don't belong. It's not just coming from the fact that I'm black, that I noticed that I'm black, they're white. No, it's coming from the fact that, bro, they're not looking at me. They're not. You don't even exist. It's no eye contact. It's like the only person that was going to talk to me that's going to include me is the teacher. How is he going to include me? You want to read that shit? No, I don't want to read that.
How
No,
does
I
it,
don't.
what, but how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel right now? Like when you talk about
I mean,
it?
like, it's
I could
crazy.
tell. I could tell. Like when you talk about
Yeah.
this, that I can see it on you. Like the amount of emotions
Yeah.
involved, especially when you're thinking back in time. Like Jesus Christ, I just been here for
Nah,
6
but
months, and I don't even want to do
emotional
this.
aspect of it, to be honest, was the strongest. But then, of course, like talking about it right now, I'm actually, because it's not something I sit and think about. When I
No.
sit and think about it, I sit and think about, man, I wish they let me do music.
Music, right.
But that's not as bad as what I felt in that class, to be honest. And I never had articulated that before. Never. I had no reason to sign a degree or no. To be
talk
honest,
about it, right.
Like I said, my sister did good, and I always look at it from a comedy perspective. When I told you outside, man, like at least my sister did it. So we cannot say, you know what I'm saying? It was 2 of us. She stuck through it. She pulled, you know what I'm saying? I was like, no, man. I mean, the crazy thing is I'm passing. I go to the next class, you know what I'm saying? And I found that ridiculous even more. So I thought it was a game. It's a joke. How am I going to go to the next class if I knew I didn't understand nothing, bro? Okay, I'm just going to get this paper, and my mama going to be proud of me. I get it. But, okay, I don't know. It just don't work
Doesn't
for me.
add up.
It doesn't work for me, bro.
Doesn't add
but it
up.
worked for
I
my
got you.
sister, though, you see. It worked for my sister, and she's good, and I'm just saying.
I think it all depends
So,
also on.
yes.
It also depends on your interest.
Yes,
when you were
that's
coming
what I-
when
that's
you
what
were
I
coming
said,
in.
too. Like I said, I had an interest and my sister always interested in stuff like that, to be honest.
Right.
From Africa, she liked that stuff anyways. That was her thing anyways. She gonna put extra time on the reading anyways. I never did that back in Africa anyways.
No,
You see what I'm
it's
saying?
not. It
but
wasn't
for
your
real,
thing. It
it's
wasn't
not
your
my
thing. It wasn't your
But
thing.
I do good in school, but I found myself in a place where I actually have to put extra time in reading, right? You see what I'm saying? Because first of all, I have to read the language before I can even, bro, if I want to read my book, I have to have a diction. Bro, I know everybody, you've been there, but you don't get it. 6 months in Norway, I didn't speak any Norwegian, bro. That's the point. So I have to check every word, bro. I didn't find that interesting at all, bro.
So in other words, you were pretty much just set up to fail.
Yeah, I mean, like.
That's what it sounds like. You know.
Like I wouldn't. My sister, you didn't fail, right?
No, that's what I mean. What I mean is
I
that
get
you
what
have
you're
different
saying, bro.
interests, right? You have
Personally,
different interests.
Yes.
You have different
Personally, for
interests.
me, yes. Personally, for my interest, yes, that was definitely set up for failure, yes.
But when you asked them you wanted to do music, what did they say?
No, but it's impossible because based on the fact that I don't have no previous experience, according to them, Sant. It don't yes, I think they would think instrument, like the fact that I don't play no instrument right then, right? But I was like, okay, I understand y'all, and that's what I want to do. Put me on the drum. Put me on the drum. Put me on the drum, man. Let's do this, right? Nah, man.
Bro, listen, what we're talking about right here is pretty important because the way I hear this so far is that we're trying to get to a point here and we're talking about the trials and tribulations of the African artist. And I think the reason it's called that is because what people don't understand, when people talk about chances, when people talk about opportunities, people talk about everybody having the same chances and opportunities. I disagree with that 100%. I disagree with that 100%. And I think it's just all depends on the level of understanding and on the level of patience that you have and resilience as you have as a person. Because the way I see it, I think if you're a guy who's coming out of Liberia and Sierra Leone and everything you've been through, you know what I mean? And then you come here, I think it kind of makes you tougher in a way. You know what I mean? As in,
I think so, bro. I honestly think so.
You know, because you've been through most of it, you know.
I don't, I don't know how to put it to you. I feel like I'm very, very glad of I'm proud of my background. And I feel like that's what got me, bro. That's like the fight that we talk about, musically speaking right now, the things that, it don't bother me.
It doesn't
really.
bother
It doesn't
you.
bother me. No.
Right.
It doesn't bother me like that.
Even though it should,
like,
though.
But the thing is, I feel like it gas me up, bro. Okay, maybe it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me negatively. Can I say that?
Nah, I got you.
Because I'm not
I got
going to
you.
trip on this dude for, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to use that energy to show off on this dude if it's anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? That stuff he's denying me of, I'm going to get it. That's just what's going to happen. 100%, I'm going to get it. Exactly what he's denying me of right now, I'm going to get it. But it's not going to be through him. And I don't want to get it through him. That's my energy. So I'm going to get it. And that's like how I operate here, bro. Musically speaking, like, I feel like, to be honest, it's a lot of hold back in different formats, and people not even necessarily trying to do it. People maybe just don't take your shit as serious as you take it, for example. You know what I'm saying? It could be that.
No, well, in my opinion, I've lived in Norway for a long time, and what I see sometimes, most times, and anybody can quote me on this, is just pretty much a fundamental lack of passion and commitment.
Commitment. Me, I'm going with a commit. Like,
Passion and commitment to me
I get it.
personally, I think
get
that's
it.
what it is. Especially if you're coming from a different country, you know what, and you've seen a lot of things from where you're coming from, and how we like when you think about how much we can make out of nothing, and not complain and still do it. And then we come here, and I'm speaking to you now as an African myself. You know, I'm not going to sit down here and act as if like I don't know what you're talking about, because I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I just want to understand your story, because I think that we have the same kind of energy moving forward. You know, articulated differently, obviously, but you know, it's the same energy where it's coming from. Because if you're a guy who lived here for 6 months and all of a sudden you have to go to school and learn in a language that is not your language.
I don't know. I have yet to learn.
In a society that you're not used to.
Yes.
In a weather that you're not used to. You know, I think we're grateful that you got to come here, yes, but it's also a very, very unfair situation to put a person in. I think it's actually more traumatic.
It was worse than, I don't know how to put it to you. Like, yeah, I'm going to say it was worse than my time in Sierra Leone. Definitely. 100%.
Wow.
There was never a time I felt like that. Never felt. I don't even know where these feelings is coming from. I didn't even know these things is possible. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, you get used to things, man. Like, it was not war every day where I was at. Do you understand what I'm saying? When it was war there, bro, like, I don't know. I survived, thank God. But, like, the point is, it was not bad all the time, bro. And like I said, I had the best time of my life in Freetown, and I would like to talk about it a little bit, only because I emphasize how bad it was. It will be unfair to Freetown if I don't keep it 100.
No, I think you kept it 100 when you talk about how your energy when you were talking about it. It just shows.
I get that too.
It shows.
I can imagine.
It shows that you were having a good time.
I gotta say, but people don't get it. Like, I get this a lot. Oh, you from a war zone? Like, it must be. I only get it must be. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I gotta break it down to people a little bit, bro. Honestly, let me do that. I'm begging you, please.
Go for it, man.
I'm begging you.
Yeah,
for real. This is very important. So no, bro. First of all, man. In school days, I had my best school days. Of course, I didn't have no school days in Norway, right? I had my school days in Sierra Leone, and that stuff was dope, man. Like, it was crazy. So I had some homies, man. They was into music, bro. Some big dudes. They went like my sister age. My sister 2 years older than me, right? So these guys, he was like exactly my sister age, and he was just the coolest dude, bro. On the block, he lived far away from me, bro. Far away from me. Me, I go after school. I follow these dudes. We go to their crib and just vibe all day, bro. They taught me how to like rap, skate. Not skateboarding, we was doing the rollerblade thing.
Rollerblade
bro.
Right.
People hanging on them cars and stuff, bro. Dudes be crazy, bro. Yeah, so we was into stuff like that, bro. Basketball, yes. So this guy was just cool, bro. And he had like the songs. How you get these songs? I go to that guy's crib, bro. That's why we hear them songs,
you got
bro.
the songs from, right,
That's cause, bro. You think I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. I don't have no channel to play music. But dad got a radio. If I touch that shit.
Well, the reason Will is losing his mind right now is because in Africa, growing up, you just don't touch things, you know, the way you.
Everything that's not yours, bro.
You know, just don't. If your dad owns the radio like that, just let that radio be.
Bro,
you know,
if you see how fucked up the radio is, you understand. Actually, you understand why the dude don't want me to touch it, bro.
You know, don't touch anything. Just let it be.
Only he can put it on, bro. Just in a special way.
So you had like a role model, someone you were following in Sierra Leone.
Literally, I follow this dude. Up to today, I follow this dude. To be honest, 100. This dude is in the States today, man. He don't even know I still follow him like that. 100, but I do. I follow this dude. He's not into music like that, but I still, bro. He taught me a lot of things.
There was something about the guy,
even girls, bro. This dude taught me everything I know about girls. This dude just put me on. He just put me on.
Put you on game.
He just put me on game, bro.
Right.
Every game I know, I own to that dude, bro. Everything. That's the dude that's the only human being up to now that I know I've looked up to. Yes. Like literally, bro. Cause me, I don't idolize people too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of people. Like the rappers I just dropped, for example. But I don't idolize these people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never do. I don't have that.
You idolize the people you can see.
Yeah, like that dude, bro. For me, he's like, yeah, he was my role model. 100. I'm not saying these people give me game. These rappers give me game. Don't misunderstand me, bro. But my point is the way we follow. I never had that energy. Never had that type of. I respect this guy for what he does, and that's about it, right?
We're not using the N word here.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say one thing, and it is this: like, when you live here, for example, how often do you get that question about when people ask you where you're from, for example, and like, how often do you get that? What's the situation down there, kind of thing? Like,
A lot. But I'm so used to it now. I can deflate that without, like, I know how to answer these questions without, because it can be personal. It can be bugging, to be honest. It's a genuine question, but there was a time in my life I found it really, really disturbing, bro. Whenever where I go, like, you know what I'm saying? People will ask that and they'll follow up with that. I was like, bro, I'm here just trying to have a good time, drinking, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I get that you being sold that's all Africa is. We just got it that bad, and especially my story, probably you seen the Sierra Leone movie, it's cool, but bro, I really don't have to give you that lecture right here, right now. Do you understand? Like, right here, right now. Like, I just had that conversation yesterday with this other guy, and for me, that was the time I was actually not liking it. Somebody asked me,
it was like a trigger, you know?
Yes,
like,
yes, exactly. Because, and I have to say, I had a bad time. Like, just that time, I couldn't travel, bro. I didn't have my papers in order, so that stuff was triggering something, like, you know what I'm saying, that was really close to, I don't know how to put it to you.
I feel like even in Norway, sometimes I feel like, you know, just like these little microaggressions, like people, every time I feel like sometimes you tell people where you're from, and the first thing they're going to tell you is, oh, I heard there's a war going on down there, even though there's no war going on anywhere, you know. And you hear people be like, oh, dude, go to bro down, you know. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, me personally, what I'm thinking is like, is it just like a general understanding of how to hold a conversation, you know? Sorry, a general misunderstanding of how to hold a conversation, or it might just be a way to systematically oppress a person.
Yeah, feeling sorry for you.
By feeling sorry for you for no reason at all.
It's not a positive way. It's not a positive sorry. No, it's not a positive sorry. No, I don't find it interesting at all. I don't find it positive. I don't know. Somebody else might, but you can ask that question in a not so positive way. I've experienced that. Trust me, I've experienced that.
All right. So 2003, you go to school, okay, and then you end up in high school. And I'm guessing you quit. Did you quit the school
Eventually,
after 2 years?
The third year. So I did 2 years in Volta.
Right.
And I thought it was, like I said, I didn't like the classroom. It was nothing given. So I said, let me move to a bigger city in Ålesund. So I moved to Ålesund the last year. And then it's like, I'm going to be honest. I didn't take it seriously. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't take it seriously.
No, because music is what you wanted to do.
I didn't take it seriously. So
Did you get to study music?
No, I was doing Allmänfag, you know.
The same Allmänfag.
The same Allmänfag. That's what I was doing. Yes. So
right.
I was just going to do the final year Allmänfag there, and then it's what to do in college. And I'm thinking, like, here's the kicker now. Like, literally, I'm thinking, okay, now I'm going to go to college. I'm sure probably they're going to watch the grades there. I have to know something. No, man, I'm not, like, I don't know.
Well, wasn't there anybody in the school, like any counselors that were like giving you advice and telling you, hey, listen, man, you get your stuff together, get this and do this and do that.
The
and
thing
you
is,
get
I
forward.
was together.
You were together.
According to them, I'm together.
Okay.
I'm passing, right?
Right.
That's the whole point. According to them, I'm passing. I'm just not comfortable with passing, bro. They comfortable with me passing. I'm not comfortable with me passing.
Okay.
It don't make sense. I get it. I'm not gonna go to the next class and feel like I learned something when I know I didn't learn nothing, bro. That's just my mindset. That's what I'm saying. I know it don't make sense to a lot of people.
No, you feel like you could do better.
Yeah, I know. If I was gonna get a certificate, bro, I want to get certificates for something I know, bro. I have to stand for this, bro. I don't know how to put it to you. Personally, I don't believe in getting something that's...
I feel you. You're not okay with just normal.
Even my mama tell me, get the paper. Everybody tell me, get the paper. Just get the paper. What you're doing don't make sense. I get them. But for me, it's like, what do I need that paper for when I don't understand what I just did? I didn't get it. I'm not gonna lie.
I hear that a lot.
I
hear that a lot from people. Sometimes they'd be like, "Yeah, just get the paper, blah blah blah." Like, and I never really understood. Me myself, I still never really understood that.
Exactly, bro.
Because I feel like
I don't get it.
you want to do a good job.
Yes.
So that you can actually know what you're doing.
Come on, man. I gotta know. Somebody gonna ask me some questions, and I have to understand what. Like, I don't want to be there. Like, I didn't know the language. I cannot come up with an excuse like that. They just gave me this paper, but actually I didn't know the language when I was going. No, man.
So what you do after that?
I just started finding my own way. I decided I want to come to Bergen too, because I just had a kid. Actually, I got a kid, man, like 2 years after coming here. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
yes,
that was quick.
I got a kid. That was super quick, man. So I was like, yo.
And now the pressure is on.
Yeah, exactly. The pressure is on, right? So I had to move closer to the kid because she was in Bergen and I was all the way out there, right, in Ålesund, and yes. So I came out here started figuring my way out, man. Got to get a little job here and there, stuff like that. But mostly still with the music mindset, of course. I came here music. Yeah, I came here music. So I just like, got to find the right people, connect the dots. So that's been my energy. I've been just like grinding.
Now here's the question. You were living in Volda, which is like a small city or small place.
Small town, yeah.
And then you moved to Ålesund, which is slightly bigger. And now you're in Bergen, which is apparently the second largest city in Norway. Was it better?
I mean, it was bigger.
It was bigger. But was it? Did you find the things you thought you would get here, or did it just become more amplified?
Yeah, it's like the internet.
Okay.
Just like the internet, more information, but hey, where's the right one? You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking, bro. Nah, but I did find a lot of interesting things. Basketball, first of all, I was a big fan of basketball. Like that's one of my childhood stuff. So I love Bergen for that. We could play street ball, and then on the street ball, on the street court, I started meeting people that do music. So yes, I found it very interesting. Like I mean, it was very giving to a certain degree, you know. But I know the question you asking did. Yeah, but bro, I'm gonna answer you like this. I'm still working on it. How many years later? I'm still working on it. Yes, but I can gladly say today, after a lot of like ups and downs and disappointments and stuff like that, I'm in a good place musically. Musically, I'm in a very good place. I'm like, I feel like I found a sound, bro.
We're gonna jump into. We're gonna jump into your sounds a bit later because one of the reasons I'm asking this question is because the first time I met you was in 2007, I believe. It was when you just moved to Bergen, right?
Exactly.
And I remember I was in my dorm room because I used to live at Fantoft, by the way, when I was it's wild times, and I remember we spoke about it, and you sounded super confident when I met you when you were talking about your music and your art. And I said to myself, like, I haven't seen this kind of confidence in another person since back when I was in Nigeria. You know,
where people were hungry.
Where people were, people were hungry for the music. People actually wanted to create. You know, it was refreshing to look at because, and it wasn't refined. You know, it was pure. It was. Bro, listen, this is what I want to do, you know. And you spoke with so much conviction and so much passion, and for me that was like, I mean, you know me. You know, for me that was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is it. This man, I give this man. Unfortunately for you, I put a time frame on your success for you.
I like that.
You know, because that's how much I believed in. That's how much I believed in you, and I was like, I'm gonna give this guy 3-4 years. And he's probably going to be rocking the whole stages here in Bergen. And I've met other people who I don't see the same commitments. I don't see the same, maybe they commit in the same kind of way, but I don't see that same passion or fire in their eyes. And you see them getting a lot of chances. You see them on stages. You see them getting paid. You see them, you know, everywhere. And you listen to their music and let me be honest, it's trash. And I dare to say that. But then I look at you and I think about it sometimes and it's like, we're coming from a place where music is all, you know, it was music, basketball, and the ladies every now and then, and that would be when we were young, we were doing our things, you know, and we're, you know, and we lived the music. I don't know if you went to church, but I went to church on a regular.
I didn't go. They forced me, bro.
They forced you to church, right?
You know
there you go.
We're going to keep it real.
There you go.
I'm keeping it 100. I was like, I barely went unless they have food. Special day, they say they're making some dope food. I might show up, you know what I'm saying? But all them other time I went, somebody
forced you, right?
Yes.
You know, and the thing about people to understand is that when you go to church or when you hang out with your boys or everybody back home, there's this natural bonding.
A lot of fun experience, right?
Fun experiences, you know.
Even though I was forced, got a lot of fun
experiences out of it.
Yeah, in the church, yes,
you know,
yes.
One would think that you're actually in a top tier position to become one of the best hip hop artists in Bergen. But is this the case, though?
That's your opinion. But thanks a lot, bro. Thanks.
No, I just call it like I said.
Thanks. Like personally, bro, my experience here musically, I find it very interesting and educative for the most part, but very difficult as well. Because some of the lessons I found like almost, I want to say pointless, but what lesson is pointless, right? Exactly. I was like, damn, like, do we have to go there? So now, but the thing is, this is very typical in my world, okay? So I would start a project with somebody, bro. Like, somebody, most of these people would come and want to start a project with me, bro. And then I would put in time, energy, a lot of time in this project, and eventually this person, the more time I'm putting in energy, I'm putting, the less time and energy this person is putting. This is very typical, and this is somebody that's my friend, like somebody I can hang out with out of the music, right? We hanging out every day. Here's one typical thing again. Let me give another example. But let me finish that before I jump. Most of these projects never finishes. Let me just say that. They never finishes. And eventually I would just get tired of stressing this person. Probably take it from this person. Oh, most of them don't want to give me the project, bro.
Okay.
That's another thing. Yes, very special thing too. But here's the thing, son. So I would be chilling with a lot of people. Like, you know I've been in the underground scene here, like jam sessions and stuff like that, right? So these people would call me for a free jam session all the time. I will be here. Son, if it's free, I'm definitely in. Son. But I'll be in the same circle, bro, and we're talking business deal, money deal that involves show. And these people will exclude me, and bro, like nothing happened here. I don't know how to put it to you. They were doing in a way that like nothing weird just happened here, bro. And some of them will even go to the extent of actually taking my name out of list. So let me say, you got a show, Michael. You say, this is something that happened to me. I'm just going to put hypothetical names right now. Like, Michael, you came up to me. You say, hey, Will, I want to organize this show, but I need different artists. I need a DJ. And I know you know people. Can you, and I'm at foregå. And I say, hey, talk to that guy right there. He's a DJ, right? You go talk to that guy. I don't see you the same day. The next day you come up later. You like, I got a show figure out. But you're not on the list. Why am I? But and I can tell you, I just want to say sorry. Why you're not on the list? I'm very sorry. Why you're not gonna make the list? And I'll be like, okay, so why I'm not making the list? And this guy gonna be like, because the DJ, he said he's gonna fix me all the artists and stuff. Bro, I just fixed him the DJ, right? I just recommended the DJ to him, right? The DJ is my boy, right? Do you understand? Like, bro, stuff like that happens to me, and it's nothing. And he's gonna come and say sorry, like it's nothing, Like, okay, cool.
This is something that's important.
Like,
So the people watching this from home,
crazy shit.
So people watching this from home, what you're looking at right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I need you to pay attention, is that what he's trying to explain is this. You have an idea, or someone comes to you with an idea and presents the idea to you, and you stick your neck out for that person. You see, this is something, sticking out your neck to me personally, something a lot of people with our kind of backgrounds do a lot. I think so. In terms, and this is now I'm talking. We've done that a bunch of times for sure. And what I'm trying to say is, of course, we're not trying to say people don't stick out next to other people. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking about on the street level now. When all of these little businesses and all of these little conversations going on, but there is a certain kind of unspoken exclusion that happens when it comes to certain people. Like,
yes.
Well,
even though you feel very involved, you feel very welcome. These are your friends. These are your people. That's what the crazy thing. They're gonna do it, bro. They don't even know they're doing something wrong. Because the guy's gonna come. He's gonna come and talk to you tomorrow, like the same day. Like, hey man, do you want to play the free concert that I'm gonna have this coming weekend? Bro, you just took my name out of a paying gig. Just out of hating, pure hating, no reason why, bro. Because you see what I'm saying? Somebody came to me, I recommend them to you. You can be the DJ. I could have recommended somebody else. I could have this because the person know I know people, bro. That's why he came to me.
Does it frustrate you, man?
I mean, it used to, but I just had to. It took
me
a
minute. Used to it?
But I didn't get used to it. I just took. Oh man, I'm not used to it, but I don't want to work with people like that. That's the whole point. I know who I want to work with, bro.
But you keep on running to people like this sometimes.
No. I used to be desperate enough, bro, to hang around people like this. But I don't know. You notice, bro. I don't be doing these things.
Don't worry. I
don't be doing
these
things. That's how I deal with it, at least. So if I saw myself in a situation like that, I think it's my fault. I'm gonna be mad at me if it's anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I should know by now, bro. So me, like, and I'm the type of person. What's mine is mine. You see.
Of course.
I don't know if it makes sense to you. I don't want everything, bro. Look, I just told you where I'm from, bro. I had nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from nothing, bro.
Yeah, but even though we came from nothing, it doesn't mean we have to stay there.
Now, you don't understand what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mine,
I know what you mean.
I don't know how to put it to you. I'm not like, for example, I'm not doing this music thing to make money, for example.
No.
For example. So
No, absolutely. I'm just trying to emphasize the very fact that certain people, and you are one of the lucky ones actually who does art, because with art, it's something that's yours.
Yes,
no one can take that away from
bro.
you. That's for sure, you know. But then again, let's put this in a job perspective. Let's say, for example, you know, you studied at university. You have the same exact qualification as someone else. And then you go apply for that job. And there's a chance you might feel like you're not going to get that job, unfortunately, for some weird reason or the other. Some people I know go as far as changing their names.
Yes, of course.
This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to
you.
juxtapose your
I get you.
situation with situation in general, so more people watching this can understand the level at which these things are. Yes. You're talking about this from your music level. Now, if we take that same situation and put it in another situation, this is exactly what it will look like.
Easy.
Another reason I'm saying is because of your, you know, I know your sister.
Yeah.
I know your sister. I went to school. I went to school with your sister, and we studied together at the University of Bergen, and she studied, I think, molecular biology.
Shout out, big sis.
and I was studying chemistry at the time at the University of Bergen, and it was where what you're saying right now, this exclusivity. It was at the University of Bergen. I actually really saw it in person, where people would get a task to do. I was studying chemistry, or actually I started with computer programming. I used to program it, and it was like, okay, here's a task, and then you start doing that task, and you realize that task is actually insanely difficult. And when you look around you at the school, you see students forming these little circles, you know, to get the task done. But then you look at those circles, you don't really see anyone who looks like you. And you start thinking to yourself, what am I going to do now? You know? And I remember trying to get in touch with some of these people. I'm like, hey, listen, can we do this? And it's this coded language. They don't really tell you to get away from here. But there's a kind of like a energy, and you're thinking to yourself, all right, I don't think I'm wanted in that circle, you know? Yes. And it's so unfair, because I want to touch on that more and talk about you, you know, like, how do you even manage to begin to continue, you know, despite all the...
I think it's my background. It's coming from where I'm from. It's like, you know, I have that spirit, I think. I don't know how to put it to you, bro.
Just drive?
Just the drive. I think so. It's got to be that. It's got to be that, bro, because it don't fade me. I just know it's like, it's impossible for one person, right? Somebody to have that power over you. That's my energy, though.
That's true. That's
true
for sure.
I have to give him that power, you see.
Absolutely.
That's the way I look at it, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Makes
like, yo,
sense.
no, you're not taking that. No.
That makes sense.
So I have to...
But what are the things, I mean, we can talk about that as a concrete thing, but then again, on the flip side of other things, like, you know, how do you try to understand these differences compared to where you're coming from and here? Because over here, it looks like the grass is greener, you know, like, oh my God.
Like that's why they will ask you, that's why they always going to ask you a question, and they have the answer already. How you like it in Norway? Don't you get out of that, bro? You know what I'm saying? When you like, oh, you from Sierra Leone? Oh shit, that must have been crazy. How you, so, like, oh shit, how I like it in Norway? I bet it's all good, right? I mean, like, come on, can I say something else in this sentence? No, it wouldn't make sense.
No, but even if you said the truth, because like I feel like sometimes when people ask me that, I'm very direct. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm extremely direct. I don't shy away from words, and I speak my mind. When you see these little microaggressions, you know, in Norway, like how you came from where you came from and you came here, did you ever know that it was like this? Did you think you was?
It's just like as surprising as the weather was to me.
Was it surprising?
As the weather was.
Why you think that? What's the?
Maybe it's got to do with the fact that, like, in Vola, I can tell you that much, man. I really think that people was not used to, man, and who I am. Like, bro, I was this dude in Vola, bro. I'm very, maybe even more. I was too raw. Do you understand? Straight from Africa, very hip hop orientated. Like, so my whole clothes is outlandish.
Outlandish, right.
Yeah, compared to what you're gonna see in the class, right? So I stand out not just from the color, but from a fashion perspective or everything, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, because think about it, you make friends with somebody because maybe you guys got the same taste or something, right? Listen to the same music. Bro, we don't listen to the same music. Nobody in that class, you know what I'm saying?
But if that's the case, then why didn't people just say, "Hey, man, where you from?"
I get what you said. That's
you know what I
because
mean?
that's something else too.
Right.
That's something else too, bro. So me, that part, that's what I still don't get. That part, I could try to justify it from different levels, you know what I'm saying? But that part I don't get, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel human enough to say, okay, like, this guy been coming here for 2 weeks. Everybody been shy to talk to him. Let's say if shyness was the excuse, okay, like I gotta man up. Someone got to stand up and say, "Hey,
what's
up, bro?
Hey, guys, how's it going?" You know, yeah,
I know I'm a shy guy, but now this is beyond shyness, right? This is like humanity shit. If you ask me personally, this is like, can we be humane enough to make this guy feel a little welcome?
Make him feel welcome. Make him feel like, oh my God, he's coming from a place that's different. He's in our society.
So
how can we welcome
him in? Somebody saying hi, I promise you will make a big difference. Yeah? No, I'm not playing with you, bro.
Yo, I know you're serious.
Saying what's up, like, just giving me a pound, just stuff like that could make a difference.
The reason I'm asking the question is because when you now think about the very fact that you moved from Sierra Leone to Volta, and you're coming from Liberia to Sierra Leone, in a way worse situation, people were still welcoming.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, people were still like, "Hey, what's up, bro? How's it going?"
I didn't even notice that I moved from one country to another.
You didn't even notice the differences, did you?
No. You can't too much.
You know, it's amazing because now you come to a new society that's even way different than you are. And I understand the creed by color of skin. I get that.
Yeah, that's
easy, totally. That's a basic. We see that. But at the same time, if you're looking at someone who looks different than you and obviously is shy or obviously in a different situation,
the situation stands out. You can see the situation. We all know what high school is, right?
Of course.
We all know, even when you're a kid, we've seen these high school movies, bro.
Why don't people make the effort and make other people feel welcomed? I don't understand that.
And if I wasn't me, that stuff would hurt some people.
Of course.
Can I say that? That stuff would hurt some people.
No, let's flip it around. Let's say you have a Norwegian go to Sierra Leone, right?
Yes. And nobody talks to him like that. Yeah, that energy. Oh, whoa. Let's see how long he's going to stay. At least he got an option. He's going to bounce. He's going to bounce. You see? I ain't even had an option to bounce, bro. Unless I quit the class or something.
I have friends of mine. I have friends of mine who travel to certain places and they felt so alienated within 3 days, and they started, weighing their options and saying, "No, I'm out of here." And I said, "But you see what it is like, though, because not all of us have that option to say we're out of here."
To be honest, it's crazy to say. It's gonna sound ungrateful, but I'm gonna be 100. That was crazy. My time in Vola was. Imagine just the cold, no friends. The only people I talk to is refugees from Sierra Leone, Liberia, bro. And we all live in 3 blocks of house. These blocks is only us and. It could be other refugees too from different Kosovo or something right there. But only us, bro, in these 3 blocks. Wow. And then we go to school. I go to school like that, and I come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So it's almost like you never left.
Bro, it was special. And then the cold. Imagine the cold, bro. We couldn't even do things on our own outside like we play in Africa.
Football outside and do.
Bro,
we know that stuff.
I'm saying? Yeah. So it was very, very weird. Very weird.
You think that changes your mindset?
Yeah, that would do something to you. That would do something to anybody, I think.
It's I'm usually very anyone who knows me know I'm usually very versed when I'm talking about these things, but right now I can't even help but think about it myself because sitting down with you talking about these things just paints a kind of a bigger picture for me. And please don't be wrong, I've been through the shits myself, but for the sake of this conversation, we're talking about you right now. You move from Volta, you come to Ålesund, and then you're in Bergen. But now, the way I see it, you're trying to make music, right? You're trying to make music. And then you've been through all these trials and tribulations and fears and defeats and neglect and people letting you down constantly. That becomes like part of the whole...
Every year.
It's part of the whole... part of the whole thing. You get used to it, you know what I mean? Which is kind of weird in a way that we get used to. But do you feel like you're allowed to really express yourself?
Not like okay. That's the thing. That's the thing. My experience taught me so far, especially. That's why most of these projects not coming out because I'm not allowed to express myself like I want to, bro. To be honest, 100%. So I be restricted in different ways. I feel like that. But I would say I want to think it's a little personal too because of who I am. I think.
Okay.
I think I would like to say that it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong about this analysis, but I think
Are you questioning yourself?
No. I think I'm very. I think I'm very. The society I live in and the way I think, bro. I think it crashes a little bit, bro. I think I'm too straightforward, bro.
Welcome to the club, mate.
Yeah, I just tell it like it is, and people don't like that. I don't know how to put it to you. I make them uncomfortable, bro, without even trying to be, bro.
This is what I know about that, and I'm definitely 100% the same. This is the thing I notice here is this, and ladies and gentlemen, people watching this from home understand that when I'm talking to Will right now, I can relate to a lot of the things he's saying, 100%, and I can also speak on the other things you're saying, 100%. There's this mindset I see. We're in the literature house right now, me and you talking, and it's a beautiful thing. You know,
Pleasure, bro.
It's a beautiful thing for sure. Let's get that clear, and that's what just makes me so happy and gives me this kind of hope for the future kind of thing. You know, because normally what we see in society is people not trusting people who look like us or minorities in general to doing the job. You know what I mean? There's always this thing where these little factors, these little things put in play that try to like subdue you, you know, or control you. And for a long time, I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I didn't see it. But later, I began to like, oh, okay, I see things. But of course, I ignore most of the things. But I see a lot of things myself. And because when you make music, I would like to think that you know exactly what kind of music you want to make. But unfortunately, what happens to you in this society is you run into people who have no direct connection with the music you're listening to. And what happens is they try to tell you what you should be making, as if they know your history, as if they know your culture, as if they know your music, as if they know where you grew up in, as if they know your mother, as if they know your sister, you know, your situation. It is so easy, you know, and I can just imagine how that could break your heart and how that can set you back years.
But I just want to say, guys, if anybody out there listening, grinding, musically speaking, man, don't give up. Just do your thing. Because me, I can say, man, I found my sound, bro. I'm not playing.
You sound
after
excited.
All these years. Yeah,
after all these years.
After all these years. I can't wait.
After all these years.
After all these years, bro. And I told you how it came up, how it sneak up on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And it'll come when you least expect it.
No,
it will come when you least expect it.
Miles Davis said sometimes you have to play a long time before you can play like yourself.
Crazy shit. Okay.
You know, you're welcome. You can take that one with you.
That's a good one.
You know, it's the thing, because I understand exactly where you're coming from, is that, and if Barragan Communer and anyone in Barragan Communer is watching this interview right now, I want them to understand one thing, and I'll say this again to them. Stop thinking that you know what we are thinking. It is one thing I have seen many times. People are coming from certain parts of the world. They want to do something else other than what you're trying to present to them. Now, we live in Norway, thank God, which means that we're actually strong enough to create spaces for these people to learn what they need to learn, just with the proper guidance. And please, if you're going to hire someone who probably understands where they're coming from and can actually help them out. Because what we see many times is people hiring people who have no idea where you are coming from. Maybe they read a book or saw a movie or a documentary or some shit, you know.
And yes, I don't like that thing.
And then it goes,
how people can generally do that just from watching a movie. And
you watch a movie and you think you know a person.
They talk to you like they know, bro, where you from or something like that. They're really going to go at it. And it's going to tell you, I got it from a movie. Wow. Bro, you seriously going to talk to me like that? And it's a topic that's sensitive, as a war, for example. And you really want to have that conversation with me, bro, while we drunk right now.
They will tell you about the war. Like, they know the war better than you.
And you got it from the movie, bro. Then we don't talk about it. Please go watch a movie, bro.
I think somebody just wrote Blood Diamond.
Yes, I get that a lot, bro. I get that a lot.
Hey, how was Blood Diamond? Is it the same?
Make me don't like the movie no more, man. Don't talk to me about that movie, right? Shit, it's just a movie, bro.
No, but do you feel sometimes that Barrigan holds you back? And be very honest with that.
I'm gonna be honest, but then again, you gotta understand how I think too. You might think I don't want to give nothing power like that. Do you understand? Maybe we rephrase the question. Yes, to a certain degree, but nothing is holding me back though. No, I just told you, I'm doing what I want to do.
No, but think about if you were in Freetown, for example.
Yes.
Let's use that instead.
Yes,
now.
I like this. I like where this is going.
Right.
Yes,
if you were in Freetown, for example, with everything you know today
Mm-hmm.
and everything, do you think you would have actually?
I have like the circle you just described. I have a circle if I was in Freetown. You remember the circle you just talked about? Like you be in the circle here in Norway, and then they got their own circle within the circle.
Mm-hmm.
That
Everybody, you have your own circle in.
I got my
Freetown.
circle already in Freetown, and that's what I'm lacking here, bro. We know, musically speaking, we all need that. To be honest, like
Absolutely.
everywhere, that's how people.
Bonds.
Yes, exactly. That's how people blow up. You know what I'm saying? From the neighborhood, they got a neighborhood supporting them. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely have my neighborhood back if I was in Africa. Yeah, definitely. Different energy. And if not just that, but if I had my papers in order, bro. If I was no, that's a fact. If I was traveling to Africa, I could be here and have my neighborhood got me to a certain degree. But the thing is, I don't have my connection with. Do you understand? I don't travel back, bro, and I don't want to start here and make phone calls and just connect with people just because of music. You understand my point, bro? I don't know if it makes sense to you. I want to go back home on not a music tip first. I want to go back home
as a person.
As a person, bro. So I've never had the opportunity to do that, for example.
You've never been home since you came here?
No, I've never done that.
Wow.
I haven't had a passport in like so many years, but that's a different topic. Bro.
That's a different topic. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But that's what I'm trying to say is this, that we are living in a society that creates this little blocks and obstacles for no reason or the other.
I definitely feel like I don't have a circle yet, bro. You know I know people here.
Well, I know you know people, but you don't have a circle.
Yes, you know I know a lot of people here. Can I say that?
I'm the same. I can tell you the same.
I mess around and tell people if you don't. This is me joking, right? I mess around and tell black people, man, if I don't know you, bro, you're not from around here, bro. I'm not playing. I mean that shit sometimes. You dig? People know I mean that. I'm like, who that dude? He's definitely not from around here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean that shit 100.
No, it's this thing. No, this thing is serious because we are actually thinking about things that can actually help to propel us into a different direction. And for me, I look at it, and the thing about circles, Norwegians have circles. I've seen that. Yes. They have circles, and those circles are almost impossible to come into or infiltrate. You know, infiltrate maybe not, but like to get into at least you know. And there was a point I just stopped trying, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let you do you, and I'm gonna go do me somewhere else.
Exactly. For
it's
me,
a different language I don't speak.
If it's anything I can say to anybody that's out there right now is if you ever experience that circle thing. What my boy just said is the only way to deal with it. You don't want to get involved.
Nah,
first of all, you try, you're going to fail 100 times.
No,
but the point is, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You can do things without being in that circle too, right?
No, but these circles, it
looks like, bro, if it can be limiting.
Absolutely.
It feels limiting. Just understanding that. Okay, man, okay, so they operate like that. Okay, crazy. So, because, like I said, especially in the field, I feel like I need it. I need people. I need
you
like
need
a
circle.
Team.
You need a circle. That's the problem.
But the point is, they're actually gonna fake you, like they're in your circle, like you're in a circle until a big thing gonna happen. Then they're gonna tell you you're not in the circle.
That's true.
So that's what I don't like about it.
That's true.
The fakery about it.
Oh my God.
The fakery about it. Son, they're gonna put man.
This is my
brother. This is my bro. You know how many white brothers I have that gonna leave. Let me tell you one thing, bro. Here's a guy I worked with for 4 years, musically speaking. Okay. He produced tracks for me, bro, for 4 years. None of these tracks coming out. First of all, I'm not like we was not there. It's not just him. We was not there. Me and him. Okay, cool. We was not there. We both agree. Okay, it was not there. Let's come back to this. Revisit this project. Okay, so we left that stuff. I was disappointed, to be honest, because I felt like my shit was not there 100% too. But I felt like he was sleeping. He was sleeping way more than me, son. I move on, bro. I started a different thing. Move on. Okay, this guy, we stay friends, right? We meeting and, okay, I got a new project. What you doing lately, Will? I show this guy, okay, cool. Sound-wise, it's not there 100%. I know that too, right? Like, I'm working on it. I'm looking for people to do it. Actually, I got money in my pocket to do it. But this guy be like, you know it's not there with the sound, right? I'm like, yeah, I know, bro. I know, cool. But you know I can help you to do it, right? For real, you can help me to do it? Of course, not you. I got this dude. He know this guy that's producing, mixing and mastering for everybody in Bergen here, right? Like super dope and stuff like that. How much do I need to pay? But you gotta have to pay this dude, right? Like he said, bro, I got money. Like I told you, the whole of last year I've been grinding for this, bro. I got cash, money for that stuff. I'm telling this dude, yeah. So how much? But he don't believe, because usually I'm broke. Around this guy, usually I'm broke. So he's saying this just to mess with my head, bro.
Of course.
Because when I eventually say I got the money, I had to tell him 5 times, bro, I'm telling you, stop messing with me. I got the money. You want to call your friend? You know, I don't think my friend can do this because he's really busy. He got all these big artists he's got to work for, bro. I'm like, wow. And this is somebody I know, bro. I've been to his mama house. I've been to this guy mama house. This guy mama live way past Vola, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I've been to his mama house.
We are talking about the trials and tribulations of an artist, and if you're watching right now, you're catching us right in between the tribulations and she was in the trials maybe that happen. And you're absolutely right. There's a thing. There's something rotten in Denmark. There is. That's a figure of speech, of course, you know.
This is crazy.
And
run to the bathroom.
no, you cannot. No, freak. Are you freak? Is he kidding me? You're not going. You're not going anywhere.
You got this, bro.
You're not going anywhere. You're gonna sit down there as a grown ass man. We're gonna finish this conversation, and then you go up to the. We're almost done. We're almost done. Listen. This is the first time you've been interviewed like this. I can tell, obviously.
You can tell, right, bro?
This is the first.
Can I go pee then?
No, this is the first meeting of the minds where a guest is asking me if he wants to go pee. That's amazing.
That's amazing. It happened.
This is gonna go viral if I'm not careful. This is gonna go viral.
If I pee on me, you're gonna.
No. Listen to me. You're a grown ass man. You can hold it. This conversation goes in passing and it goes pretty fast, and people can listen to it and take whatever they want out of it. But when I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you right now, I can see someone who's been through a lot of shit. I can see someone who's been neglected. I can see someone who's been dejected. I can see someone who's been displaced. Not just from where he's coming from, but also from the society in which he lives in. Someone who's been let down just because people see your passion for what it is and they think they can take it for granted. This is a fact. It's what goes on in Norway, what goes on in probably Scandinavia as a whole, where there's so many different spaces who understand that people come from another different kind of space and think differently. The Norwegian language isn't spoken all around the world, is it? As far as I'm concerned, Norway is the only country where Norwegian is the only language. Oh my God, this is great. This is amazing. Oh my God, what am I gonna explain to certain people about my? I guess you guys are watching right now. Apparently, my guest had to pee. Oh my God, this is a first. And hopefully it lasts. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna chill. Oh God, okay. Right. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? The pandemic is obviously getting the better of everybody. And yeah, okay, welcome back, Will. Okay, first and foremost, never do that again.
Yeah, please. I can't, bro.
No, never do that again.
I'm nervous as hell drinking this after, you know what I mean? Like, crazy, bro.
Welcome back.
Oh, man.
Welcome back. Listen, but this is the thing right here. This is a serious conversation we're having about this topic. It's not funny
bro.
at all. You know, people are watching this, and I get it. We can loosen up a little bit. We can have fun a little bit and whatever. But that right there, For me personally,
I'm sorry, bro.
it's a no-go.
I'm sorry. I
Okay,
decided wrong, bro.
I get it. We're brothers and all that.
I
but,
get it. I get it, bro. I know this
but
is serious.
it's a no-go for me, man.
I know this is serious, bro.
Okay, because the reason I'm taking this seriously is because if we don't take shit like this seriously, no one will.
I do, bro. I get you.
And now my phone is blowing up.
I get you. Trust me. I just, bro. how long you gonna bash me?
As long as it needs to.
As long as I need to.
The reason is because.
Nah, but I get you.
The reason is because we have to be very serious about these
Mm.
situations. Otherwise, people are gonna look at us and think
I get it, bro.
that we don't take our shit seriously.
I get it.
We have to take our shit seriously, and of course, we should have a good time, and that's okay, you know. But that right there,
bro, that right there.
that's a first. I never.
I had to, bro.
That's
Like shit, bro. I'm sorry.
That's a first.
Wow.
What's it like being a dad?
Oh, I love it, bro. Best. That's like my daughter shapes me in ways I cannot explain. I say, like, I was fortunate enough to have a kid when I was young, bro, very young. So that's like, yeah.
She's 15.
She's 15.
Wow.
She's 15. Yeah, so we had her basically when we was teenagers, but me and her mama, yeah. And her mama is like the bomb too, bro. She's been holding it down, like for real. So I'm very blessed.
Do you worry about your kid sometimes growing up?
Yeah, I do, bro. I do. But like I said, then again, I feel blessed because I feel like my baby mama is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So together, I feel like, yeah, we working. We're working. Making it happen. And I feel like she's in a good place.
I mean, this is not an easy place to raise a child.
I know, bro.
That's for sure. I have 3 kids of my own, and I look at it, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it worries me. You know, every time you read in the newspaper, there's always some racist comments, you know, about people of a different background. You know, and then you think about how long this has to continue. You know, you think about how long people will understand that just because someone is from a different country, it doesn't mean that they can't achieve things, you know? And that's pretty much the narrative I'm trying to push.
No, but I get it.
You know, because I see these things sometimes and it worries me, you know? But do you think you're going to reach a point in Norway where you say to yourself, yes, we're there?
To be honest, I'm not looking for that point because
you should be.
No. The thing is, to be honest, personally, of course, I want that point for everybody. But me personally, I'm not hoping to be in Norway that long because I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh, you thinking of moving?
Generally speaking, yes, I don't want to be here that long. To be honest,
you want to move from Norway?
My kid is 15.
Yeah, of course.
My kid is 15. Yeah, I've been in prison here, bro. I'm telling that I'm not playing. When you live in some place you don't have a passport, that's some illegal stuff. But we don't have to go there, right? No, so I don't feel so good about being here, bro. I want to go home a little bit, and I've been working towards that. To be honest, personally, son. I've been working towards that. So my goal is to go home soon enough. So I'm not looking to wait to find that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when I say go home, not necessarily move from here, but I just know I need Africa right now. I need to in whatever way I'm gonna live. Yeah, I gotta live in Africa. Like I don't know how to put it. I might come here see my kids, you know what I mean? But I have to live in Africa personally. That's the goal. That's the vision. So to answer that question, yes, I wish things change. I wish we get to that level. But personally, I'm not waiting for that. That's what I meant to say. Bro, I've lived here long enough, and I've got a crazy experience in Norway that we're not even there yet. We're not talking about it.
There is no hope then. That's your point.
I mean, like for me, I have to, bro. I've lived here for 17, 18 years, and I don't have permanent stay. I'm like applying for Opara to say every day. That's my story, right? I'm not saying that's every black man's story. That's why I'm being personal about it. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I'm tired of that shit. That's just me. I'm really tired. I got me a lawyer this year, and I'm working on. I don't know what we're gonna figure it out.
So you feel like you never really settled into society, anyways.
I'm not settled here, bro. Are you serious? Yes, I don't have the legal right like you have, bro.
Like
most people have.
No, of course, that's one problem. But then again, now I'm talking about the psychological aspects of it. For example, you know what that does to a person. You know, you could have legal rights and stay here and still not feel like you're at home here. I get you. Dude, I wake up every day. And I'm just thinking, man, I would love to be in Nigeria right now. You know what I mean?
Yes,
because just psychologically, you know, because this place, I feel like sometimes it does certain things to a person. You know, and thank God we're from the place we come from. Thank God, you know, because no normal human being will be able to endure, and that's for sure. You know, where you have to change your name to apply for a job. I mean, I'm never going to do that ever. That's never going to happen, you know. And we're in the place where people don't say good morning, people don't say good evening, people don't, you know, just the basic things, you know. People get on the bus, they don't even have conversations.
They don't have to.
Just ignore one another like they don't exist. I got on the bus one day, and I remember there were two people sitting down, and they knew each other. They were having this conversation, and there was a girl standing in front of them, and she was actually kind of drunk. And all of a sudden, you could tell this girl was obliterated and ready to just collapse. And then she falls down and hits her head on one of the railing systems there on the bus, right in front of this couple. And nobody stood up. And I'm thinking about that situation right now, and I remember how angry I got because I remember I stood up from the back. I remember sitting in the back, and I came to the front. And I asked that couple, and I asked them, how interesting is this conversation you're having right now that you can actually get up and help someone who's right in front of you? This, I feel like this would never happen in Africa. You know what I mean?
It's crazy how normal that stuff is. That what you just described.
Right.
It's crazy how normal that is. Do you understand? It's crazy.
It baffles me and it worries me because it pretty much makes me look at society sometimes with a pinch of salt. You know, I'm happy I'm here. I'm you know, you know, we worked hard and all that, but at the same time, like I worry about society as a whole from what you call an integral consciousness perspective, and see how can we get better as a society so that everybody feels included. You know, where it's not, oh, you go here, you go to work and you feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to get that promotion. I know I'm not going to get it, to a point where you actually get comfortable with knowing that you're not going to get it because, well,
That's just how it is.
they're just not hiring people who look like me. Or they are hiring, but people who like me are never going to get to a certain level. And this is the state of our system here today. It is heartbreaking. And as an artist, as a musician, for you, I can imagine how even more perplexing, you know, and triggering it must be for you. And you have a child, you have a daughter, you don't have a permanent stay here. You're coming from somewhere else, and you haven't been home since you've been here.
And I've been here the longest.
And you've been here the longest.
I've been in Sierra Leone.
You've lived here longer than you
Longer than
lived
I've been
in Sierra Leone.
bro.
Wow.
Yes.
When do you expect the new record, man?
That's the thing, bro. So the new record, it's talk about making it hard. I'm trying to make this harder for myself, bro. Because like I told you, outside, I'm working on this app, man.
You're writing an app?
I'm working on this app. My friend is doing my friend is making this app,
cool.
man. But the point is, I don't want to drop my music on every platform, bro. I'm just gonna, create my own platform, and I know it's gonna take forever.
So Spotify is not it?
Nah. I might use YouTube for some promotion stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use them strategic for my benefit. Let me put that. If I use these things, I'm gonna use them like I want to use them. But I got my platform for my music. You know what I'm saying? If I ever put something there, it's just to get people attention to where I want it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yes, so basically, I can't say exactly when the song is coming out, but the app is definitely gonna be done by the end of this year. Definitely.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited.
and
What's it
then
gonna
the
be called?
songs, I will.
The app is called I Will.
Yes,
I Will.
I will.
Okay,
I will
right.
app. The I Will
Right,
app. Yes,
right.
I watch out for the
Fire.
I Will app, y'all.
That
It's gonna
sounds
be
dope.
free. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free app. Yes.
Because I understand what you mean, where like it's just the way you go to the studio, you make some music, and then you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm going to put my music on Spotify and then blow up. But it doesn't really work that way.
Nah.
And most of these labels really aren't listening. But at the same time, I have to say something about your music, because I remember when I heard you releasing something about 7 years ago. It was called Take a Walk With Me, I believe it was. And I remember listening to your sound there, and I said to myself, wow, this guy is really talented.
Thanks, bro.
And then years pass, and then your sound changes, you know. And as an artist, I get it, you have to change your sounds, but I feel sometimes the reason our sound changes is because we begin to realize that most people just don't want to hear something that's real. And then we're forced to, you know, change and just trying to sound like, I'm not saying it's bad. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because we feel like, well,
you know it's not raw. You know it's not raw.
I know.
You know it's not raw. I hear where you go with this. Keep it 100, bro.
no, but I'm always gonna keep it 100 with you, you know. And
And I
it's
know, and it's obvious. It's obvious. So what you're saying is a lot of truth in it. To I mean, in my case as well. So I definitely felt the pressure to fit in,
right.
to fit in, musically speaking.
So you had to change your sound a little bit.
There was a time I felt the pressure to fit in. And yeah, and another thing, which is, this is a fact too, I like experimenting. Sound wise. I know you know me like that a little bit. You see, I do. Yes, yes. So definitely feel the pressure. That's something I can own. I can admit. Yeah, but then again, I like experimenting. I love experimenting musically, bro. I grew up on different things. I grew up from, like I said, from Afrobeats to reggae vibe to. So when I tell you about my sound right now, bro, my sound is not strictly hip hop today. Like the vibe I'm on today, it's not strictly hip hop.
I'm excited.
It's not necessarily Afrobeats neither. It's not necessarily reggae beat. But we try to take these elements that I grew up on and make something out of it. So that's why I'm excited about this shit, bro.
Okay.
I'm really, really excited about this, bro.
Right.
I'm not playing. It's like, yes.
One last question. Is there racism in Norway?
Oh, yeah, a whole lot of it. A whole lot of it. But I personally choose not to see it. And it works when I choose not to, when I say see it, to pay attention on it. I believe you can give energy to things.
Okay.
I believe that. And there was a time when I focus on that and I get a lot of that. I believe that.
When you focus on the racism in
yes,
Norway,
there was a time I focused. I'm conscious about it. You know what I mean? I'm aware of it. It's on my radar. Then you find it. You see it all the time too. I'm not saying it doesn't exist when I don't focus on it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But personally, I can avoid that in a lot of. I don't know how to put it to you. Not without trying. It's just a mindset for me. Just a mindset. And I go to the pub with that mindset. I attract less racist people than when I go with a different mindset. That's what I believe personally. But racism, if it exists, it's a whole world thing, bro. Are you serious? Hell yeah. Okay. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, bro.
No one is no one is telling me otherwise. No one is telling me otherwise. And to be honest, really I like your answer.
No, but I'm really serious.
I like
too.
your answer.
I'm really, really, really serious. That's personal. That's like, because I've gone out there, bro, and get a lot of energy, but it correlates with the mindset that I'm in. You understand?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
no, I like your answer. I like your answer a lot.
Bro.
But of course, every other answer is also welcomed. But at the same time, the way it's kind of like, is it such that maybe you've experienced it so much that you start to ignore it?
I would say no, because I'm the type of person that says my opinion all the time. Like,
yeah.
Somebody come to this is me. Somebody come to my house, man, take that shoes off like 100 times. I don't know how to put it to you. Like people know I got a problem like that. Let me put it like that. People think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I'm just saying what I feel, bro. Like I just say my mind. You know what I mean? But so I'm not scared to say these things. I'm not scared to say, hey man, don't bring that racist stuff here. Do you understand? I'm like the type of dude that say it easy, bro. But the point is, I'm not attracting it. I'm not attracting it.
So you pretty
and
much,
I'm not saying you're racist when you're attracting it, but just think it. Yeah, we can attract all kinds of things, bro. We can attract all kinds of things. We can go outside with certain kind of energy, and you're gonna. That's what I believe. At least you're gonna get that vibe that you're looking for.
That's
it's
true.
A vibe thing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need that vibe in my life. Definitely don't. So that's why I don't even. When the Black Lives Matter thing was happening for me, it's like, and I know things like that people can capitalize on too and use it to their advantage. It's tools. These are tools. Mm-hmm. That's what I see at least. And I don't pay too much mind to that personally because I know a lot of people was playing around that topic. For me personally, I could see that in the mainstream media. That's like internationally here in Norway. I could see that.
Here in Norway, so, I saw a lot of those.
Yes, personally, I don't know. I don't pay too much mind to these things because they want us to pay too much mind to these things, bro. It was by design too.
But sometimes, no, but I agree and disagree with you there. I agree and disagree with you there, of course. Of course, I have to. And that's just simply because sometimes something needs to happen
to make the change.
And just so you know, and to making things even more interesting, the irony of it, we're here because of me and you talking right now is as a result of the Black Lives Matter movement that happened in June last year, you know, and it sparked it, you know, and here we are. And I think that's one thing that lends credence to the very idea that the world is probably beginning to shift, you know, their thinking. I mean, we're in the literature house, you know, in Bergen, and it's a beautiful thing, you know, to sit down here, two guys having this conversation, so deep conversation that most people actually think, holy shit, can they actually talk about this on screen? You know, and I just think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's great that we are here and now. It shows me signs anyways that we're moving forward.
I get it.
But just like you said, it depends on the energy you're focusing on, right? And this is a positive energy I want to focus on too. But every now and then, I can't help but, you know, see the racism that's in my face. And not necessarily somebody throwing at me the N-word or anything, but just those little things where, like, people don't include you in certain things and exclude you in other things, you know, and it's like, how long are you going to do this for, you know?
For me, to a certain degree, to include, if somebody was to exclude me right now in a music circle, I wouldn't even connect that to racism. I don't know how to put it to you. Maybe maybe it's a point that maybe I've seen it so much that, like you said,
you've seen it so much.
Well, you had a point to that, so that's what I'm trying to emphasize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, so certain things I'm just gonna let it, bro. I'm just gonna let it slide. I'm just gonna certain things. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's very obvious, right? Then hey man, don't do that. That's something. But certain things, nah, bro.
You know, I'm the same. I'm actually the same sometimes. And I see certain things, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, like just keep it moving. I don't care. But at least you're aware of what it is.
Exactly.
You know, but at these days, I see it as my job to also try to make people aware of it. Hence these kind of conversations that we have.
Important.
You know. But yo, man, this has been an interesting conversation. This would be the sickest thing I've ever seen. You walking out of an interview to go pee.
Bro, that's some stupid shit.
That's some stupid.
I get it.
That's some stupid shit.
Forgive me, yo. This is my first time doing stuff like this. I've been nervous the whole time, man. I'm sweating inside, y'all. Y'all don't see that. But I've been sweating inside all day, you know what I mean? Like crazy.
Yeah, he's super nervous.
Yeah, and plus I'm drinking this. I never drank this much apple juice in my life, man. I'm going to be healthy after this, you know what I mean?
It's enough vitamin C for the rest of the year. Yes. Yo, thanks for coming out to us, man. Really appreciate it. It was nice having you around, bro. Seriously, it was nice having this conversation with you on this platform. I wish I had more time. If we had more time, we'll probably cover a couple of other topics. But again, I feel like we need to talk about certain things that apply to you as a person and trying to see how we can connect that to others via me, actually. And it's just nice to have this conversation for sure in a place like this. Shout out to everyone who's watching. It's really a pleasure to still be here, given the circumstances of a pandemic. And I want to say shout out to everyone who wakes up every day, you know, still find the energy to go out and go to work and do their thing. This thing takes its toll on you for sure. And I can use myself as an example too. But thank you for everyone for tuning in. It's been great being here hosting. Next time on MoftMinds will be actually next Friday. Oh my God. Then we have Siri Royseth coming in. She's a street artist from Norway who lives on a bus together with her boyfriend. But her art is pretty much blowing up these days. And the reason we're bringing her here is because I wanted to show people that there are other ways to make it in life other than just doing the classic, become a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. So what we're trying to do is just show you some other sides, and maybe art could actually be something you can go with, and you just have to face the obstacles that comes in front of you. And we thought it would be great to show people who are actually facing those obstacles, and maybe they can inspire you to create what you want to create. I go by the name of Dorian's Grave, and on behalf of Vilda and
Bro, you set yourself up like that. How you do that to yourself? Who does that?
Thank you from us, and have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.